We're getting late in the season, and these two teams are still standing tall, undefeated, jockeying for playoff position, and now a clash that could shape their postseason prospects. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air, it's Green. Quarterback moving. Rolling right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road. Make your statement here today. And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds his tight end. And he'll be brought down. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Using his feet to buy time. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
This crowd Reese. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The play action fake. Quickly complete. Touchdown Bulldog. A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Green. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go with a direct snap. Finds a little space. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch, a big fella.
Using his legs, it's Washington. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Wants to throw. It's Green. That one comes out hot down the right side.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Razorbacks will try to punch it in on first and goal. Here comes the option. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not...
Sneaks it in.
tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw. It's Croman Hope. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The toss to the outside. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throwing, looking right. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Traore. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. RPO complete to open the drive. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
To the air, it's Green. Starting to feel a little pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Croman Hope. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
Punt is on its way. Got it near midfield. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Dances away. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for room. It's Washington. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Green. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted, receiver ran on the route, just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback. Not exactly the ideal
situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Hawks send that offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Washington. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for the offense. On the ground. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Quarterback will keep it. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
It's just so nice to have a center back who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
They booted away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Under fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tight end now in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. A quick pass to the left.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Caught over the middle, it's Traore. Plows through the defense. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to pass, it's Croman Hope. Buys a little time with his feet. They get to him as he throws.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an error.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Working that left side. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
He's going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Bought a little time, lets it go. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You've got to get it back.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw. It's Green. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Hand off from the shotgun. As the 45 on its way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The run from the shotgun. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26. Certainly well within field goal range. But let's see if they choose to go for it here. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And he got just enough of that one. And we are all tied up here in the waning moments.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. See what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Green. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a gap. It's Green. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Extending the play. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you've got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now, because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Thompson. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. And the throw and catch. Good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires into the end zone. It's caught. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.